Hello. Hi. How are we doing? It's definitely been a hot minute since I've recorded anything. But hello. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Christina. I'm 23 years old. And if you're not new here, thanks for sticking around. Welcome back. Been, living my life. There's been some changes that have taken place, but I have a lot of upcoming change going on, and it's been giving me that creative spark and making me want to film again, which is really exciting for me. So I'm happy to be back. Thank you for being here. And for today's video, I wanted to do a plan with me video for February 2024. I really like watching these videos by other creators because it's just so calming, and I always think it's interesting to watch the back end of other people's lives. I have my 2024 planner. I got it from a brand, Papier. I don't fucking know. And it's just my name at the top, 2024 planner. And then at the bottom, I put Year of Abundance 888 because this year is a year 8 in numerology. It's all about success, abundance, empowerment. And that can look like a bunch of different things for each person. Like it could be financial, it can be in career, it can be in relationships, your romantic life, your family life. And last year was a year 7, so there was a lot of introspection, a lot of inner work, insights being revealed. So this year is about taking all that, applying that, taking action, getting shit done. It's about bringing in success through what you have acquired in the previous year. That's my little spiel. And so I just felt like I really wanted to put an angel number on the front. So the way that this planner is set up, the first section, there's a calendar overview. So just the month at a glance, typical calendar fashion. On the side, there's a notes section. And then in the middle of the planner, there's a monthly overview. So you could write your monthly goals, your to-do list, top priorities. And then there's a section for new habits. And so then at the end of the book, that's where the weekly planner comes in. So what I like to do, I like to start off with the monthly calendar. I like to go in and just fill out what I know I have going on, dates that I know for sure, like birthdays, when I'm working, appointments that I have. You'll notice that I have a little strip up here that's in this navy blue color, and that's because did I say this? I'm moving. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm moving, my parents are moving as well, but I'm going to be moving into my own apartment, and I really want that move to happen soon. I'm looking at March, that's my goal. And so I've already put a lot into the process, like touring apartments, and I am looking at another complex on the first of the month. When I wrote this down, I wrote the name of the apartment complex, and I don't think I really want that information out there on the internet, so I cover that up for the purpose of this video. So I wrote that down. I wrote down when I volunteer and just things like that. On the side though, I bring in numerology. I like writing down what my personal month is and what the universal month is. Like I said, for the year wise, we are in a year 8, and for some reason my personal shit matches up with the universal and collective numbers. So everybody's in a year 8 collectively, but also personally I'm in a year 8. And then month wise, we are in a month 1, and that is also my personal month number. And ones are all about initiation, new beginnings, fresh starts, starting new projects. It's about leadership, and it can also be about the self. And then also in the notes section, things that I know are coming up or that I really want to make sure I pay special attention to. So next I'm going into the monthly overview section. This is where I can kind of pinpoint more of the specifics of my month. So starting off with monthly goals, like I said, I am moving out, and by sometime this month I really do want to put a deposit down on an apartment, so that way next month I can move in sometime. Second monthly goal relates to savings. I've been saving already. I'm pretty good about that, but I just want to make sure I'm contributing to that fund, so I want to add at least a 1,500 to that. And the last goal that I have is I want to establish a consistent morning routine, aka add more structure. Now, about to expose myself right quick. I feel like end of 2023 and January of this year, I've let a lot of my healthy habits go, or things that I would just do to take care of myself. I really let slip. Like, I kind of dropped the ball on it. And I've been staying up super late, waking up super late. Yeah, there's not much structure in my life right now. So I do want to be intentional about that and try and do what I can to kind of add that into my life. I think that's really important, taking care of myself, so that way I can kind of show up differently, be more productive, get more shit done, whatever that looks like for me this month. And those goals, they really relate to my top priorities this month. So I'm not gonna be redundant in my speech. I'm gonna try not to. But again, deciding on an apartment and putting down a deposit, that's big. Another priority that I have is I really want to project Savannah's upcoming expenses. Savannah is my beautiful golden doodle. She's my dog, she's my child, love her. But I do want to start thinking about that for when the time comes up later this year. Alongside getting a new apartment, I'm kind of breaking down some of the steps with that. I have lived in an apartment before. I had a couple roommates. I've also lived in a dorm with roommates, so it's not like this is anything new for me. I know what goes into the process. I know some of the things I need to be conscious of, things that I need to make sure I get done to make this move a little bit easier. So number one, touring more apartments. I've looked at a few places that I do like. There's just a few factors that are really important to me. It's location and its proximity to where I work. I don't want a long commute. I want a shorter commute than what I have now. So that's big. I do want an apartment that's got some nice appliances, nice flooring, in a safe area. That's big. Also, because I am bringing my dog, I want to make sure that there's some grassy area. Like, I'm not going to be in the city or downtown. So there's different factors that I'm considering. There's some places that I've liked. I don't feel like I've really hit the nail on the head yet. Renter's insurance, definitely gonna need that. Packing. I've already started packing. I don't know if you could see, like, in the corner over there, I have some boxes lined up. But to be fair, I'm actually really good about every few months going through my belongings, trying to either donate or sell things that I don't need anymore or that just aren't really resonant with me at the time. I'm definitely a believer in clearing out old energy so new energy can come in. And yeah, that's actually made my life so much easier right now, because the biggest things that I have to do are packing up my closet, also my bathroom stuff, and then my kitchenware that's kind of mixed in with my parents downstairs. Another thing on my to-do list, research U-Haul expenses, aka moving expenses. Obviously, another thing on this list is paying an apartment deposit. That'll come later. YouTube content planning and brainstorming. Like I said, I've had the spark reignite within me. I'm excited to be filming. And again, I'm thankful to have you here. I've already done a little bit of brainstorming what I want to film next, what I want to document, topics that I want to cover, and there's still a lot more to go with that, but yeah, I want to make sure that's something I carve out time for. Apartment application, and then furniture shopping. Going into new habits that I want to create and establish. Like I said, I kind of dropped the ball recently. I've been really focused on work, relationships, and other things, and so it's not that I haven't been taking care of myself, but I just haven't been taking care of myself as much as I would like, and prioritizing self-care. First habit is I want to start waking up at 10 a.m. Girl, I wake up so late. I'm just gonna put that out there. I wake up so late. Do I say? It's in the PMs right now. That's all you need to know. So I want to work on waking up at 10 a.m., give myself a little bit more time in the day to do whatever I gotta do. I don't want to say going to bed earlier, because I'm such a night owl and I know that's not gonna work for me, and I feel like that's gonna make this feel like such a chore, and I don't want to do that. The next thing is energy protection and balancing. So I used to be really good at this, where every day before I would start my day or go out into the public, I would sit down, be very intentional about what I am giving out and what I'm receiving, the type of energy, making sure that I'm only absorbing in what's of the highest love and light and truth, making sure I keep what's mine protected, because when you go out into the world, everyone's carrying their own stuff and they're probably carrying someone else's stuff, and I don't necessarily want to let other people's stuff, we'll call it, affect me. I want to read one book a month, so February I want to do it. Next habit is I want to really move my body 3 times a week, and I'm saying stretching because I don't work out. If you know me, wrong girl. I don't want to say, but yeah, let me hit the gym 4 times a week, or even like let me do some Pilates. I just want to simply stretch my body. I think that's something that I do need to do for myself. I think it's a very loving thing to do for my body, and it's also like a really good start. It doesn't put too much pressure on me to have to show up in such an intense way right off the bat, and 3 times a week I feel like it's a really fair number. I put tuning fork / binaural beats / subliminal messages. This is something that I used to have on all the time. Again, it's for my energy, it's for my emotional and mental spaces, and it helps me kind of realign with what I need depending on what I put on. All right, budgeting. I've broken this up into a few different sections. I started off with, I have a monthly payment that I make on my student loans, so I wrote that down, which is $25. I put my subscriptions down, and that's like the first section. I do have other expenses, but that's just so it fluctuates a lot, and so I'm just not gonna put anything. The next section is more relevant to moving out, and specifically things that I really need to look into this month and like have a number. So I put the U-Haul. I have a little bit of a bracket for prices. So according to U-Haul, and the information I put in, it's gonna be about $20 to $40, and then gas is $1.19 per mile. And I'm leaving the totals of these blank because once I make a decision on what I'm gonna go forward with, that'll dictate the price. Then, you know, like a security deposit fee, application fee for wherever I want to apply to, a pet deposit because I'm bringing my girl, renter's insurance, which I'm pretty sure is going to be $25 a month, but wanted to leave that blank just in case, and then furniture costs. So when it comes to the last section, these are things that I'm going to be paying more so in March, not February, but I need to have that figured out this month. So that's going to be rent, my pet rent, also utilities, and I put a few bullet points just in case there's some things that are gonna be paid separate or maybe through a third-party billing service. Maybe some things will be included, like you have water, sewage, trash removal, electricity, maybe Wi-Fi, like things of that nature. And at the end, I'm putting "you got this, babe," because I do got this. It's exciting, it's a little bit stressful, but it's a transition. And then last but not least, to kind of wrap this video up, we're gonna go into the weekly planning. And to be fair, I really like to do this as the month progresses. Things change so much throughout the month, and it doesn't make much sense for me to like plan everything out so far in advance. A lot of times what I will end up doing is the night before, I'll write down what's going on for the next day. Actually, I think that's what I do most often. Because I think when I do it like 1 week at a time all at once, it just never happens. I don't want anything on like my new habits list or my goals or things that are coming up. I don't want any of it to feel like a chore or like it's something that I have to do, because that feels really heavy and it just feels soul-sucking. I want to have fun with it. It's a process, it's an experience. I think we should have fun with it, whatever we're setting out for ourselves to do. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's my month of February so far. As the month progresses, a lot more is going to come up. So again, I did give myself space where I could come back at a later date and add more. This might be a new series that I do on my channel because I think it would be really cool to next month kind of review the goals and habits that I set for myself and see, okay, yeah, I did that, I stuck to it, I achieved that, or hey, I didn't necessarily meet where I wanted to be at, but we can alter that. We can maybe change the end goal a little bit, but that is my month. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you did like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I would love to have you a part of the family. I will see you guys sometime in the near future. Stay tuned. Yeah. Bye.